Well, that's not my usual intro. I feel like I need to stay on brand. What is up, you guys? Okay, so per usual, I know what I want to talk about. I just have not planned it out or even brainstormed. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Let's talk about being harmlessly provoked. Harmlessly provoked. That is something that I've had to check myself a lot on. I think we live in a very sensitive time, right? And rightfully so, because, bitch, we need to check these bitches out here sometimes. It's a sensitive time. Like, it's a fucked up time. We live in a generation where we have access to a little too much information, but also in a more positive light, it's bringing shit that we've been needing to discuss out into the light. And it's exposing a lot, starting to make people question morals. And overall, it is a good thing. But do we handle it perfectly? No, not every time, because it's very new. So we tend to go into extremes, and you kind of start to find like a balance. That's usually how healing goes for in every aspect, personally and externally. There are a lot of people that want to be oppressed. Before we continue, discernment, as always, I am not talking about the groups of people who are rightfully fighting back. I'm speaking on people who jump through loopholes to find reasons to be given attention or a passage to things for a lack of accountability, okay? So don't be a smartass. I'm gonna just say that loud and clear. There are a lot of people that want to be oppressed. Be overly PC'd because it like validates their smartness, makes them feel like they're better than others, or whatever the fuck it is. Have we all taken part in that in our own ways? I think so. Whether it's in relationships, wanting to be chosen by our partners, wanting someone to come and save us from our insecurities. I see where it's coming from. Is it right? No. That has led to a lot of people taking things personally way too much. It's a weird fine line that I don't even know exactly where to place that line, because there are people who make jokes that genuinely keep pushing a really dangerous narrative that just kind of validates people who are genuinely racist, right? And makes them feel like they can say fucked up things. And then there are a group of crowds who it is genuinely like a joke, right? And from that point of view, I understand where it's like we all just learn to kind of understand that you're being harmlessly provoked, that you're able to laugh at yourself, you're able to understand where the joke is coming from. If you can dish it and you can take it, we can have a good time about it. Like that kind of mentality, I do understand, right? But then it's like, at what point is it okay? Because a lot of these motherfuckers are not joking. Context matters, intentions matter. That is a whole topic in itself. To stay on topic with this video, sometimes when you're someone that has grown up very angry, grown up very sensitive, or grown up being bullied, it's really hard to be able to take lighthearted jokes, lighthearted comments, or take things that people say, no ill intent, too harshly, too personally. When you're feeling a little sensitive or insecure and someone makes a comment, touches on that insecurity, sometimes they're not really saying anything wrong. It's just that it validated your insecurity and now you're upset about it. I know that I can be a pretty sensitive person. I've made peace with that, and I understand that because I know I feel emotions very deeply. And back then, when people would say like, you're a sensitive person, I see this a lot, especially like with men, right? Makes you like puff up your chest and you're like, I'm not fucking sensitive. I'm gonna prove to you how fucking hard I am. In moments like that, when you think about it, is that really a bad thing? It depends on their intention sometimes, right? But that comment in itself, is that really a bad thing? Realistically, no, it's not, because you're right, I am sensitive. But back then, being sensitive or being in touch with my emotions was a sign of weakness. It would spark something in me. Whereas now, if it brings up an emotion for me, I kind of sit there and I'm like, is this something that I really need to be upset about? Am I being harmlessly provoked right now? Is this person trying to take a jab at me? I think a lot of people need to have that self-awareness to kind of pause and think before you react. You'll find that a lot of times people don't really intend to hurt you. If a lot more people took that time to pause, there would be a lot less fights and explosiveness. Like, yeah, can you say something hurtful without realizing, and you should kind of apologize for it? Like, yes. At the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to be understood, and it stems a lot from that, and I get it. And again, that's not going to be for everything, but sometimes it is. I think it's important to be able to check yourself on that. It's just a good practice to take on. to be able to think through your emotions, think how you want to react, how you want to speak up for yourself, or even if you need to speak up for yourself. I think it makes you a lot wiser. It makes you a lot smarter. It makes you a lot more in control, more stable, trustworthy, safe to be around, where people don't need to walk on eggshells around you, and I think we've all been there. I don't think it's something to judge yourself on and beat yourself up on, but yeah, I don't know.